About 12 months ago, we were approached by Ahuwhenua to create a replica of two trophies that were presented by Lord Bledisloe. One was to celebrate agriculture and one was to celebrate general farming. They're magnificent trophies made in solid sterling silver. The trophies have a significant amount of work in them and some absolutely fabulous engraving that is a summary of all those elements in New Zealand: agriculture, farming, and these trophies were presented by Lord Bledisloe to foster the growth and encouragement of those industries for Maori in New Zealand. So we had a lot of experience in creating these types of things, but the Ahuwhenua trophies are very large and really beyond the capacity of any New Zealand manufacturer to spin the sterling silver to the size that was necessary. But with Dan Palmer, who obviously works with us here, and the background skills that we've developed, we knew that we could, with assistance from a larger international manufacturer, and most particularly someone based in the UK, which is where the original trophies were made back in the 1930s, that there would still be skill sets available that we could actually bring and coordinate together those skills and actually create a replica of the trophy. So we did connect with Ottewill in Kent in the UK, but we had to do a tremendous amount of work back here because, of course, we had to replicate this trophy, but Ottewill didn't have it. The trophies had to stay in New Zealand. We couldn't transport them all the way to the UK to be replicated. So Dan did some phenomenal work and was responsible for making perfect copies of the handles, the incredibly detailed finial, by making perfect wax replicas. All of these elements are distinctly Maori, and as such we had to replicate and copy these identically to ensure that the elements that we sent to Ottewill gave them the perfect templates, exactly, that they could then spin the bowls and create the body of the trophy that we actually needed. We did look at just bringing the blank trophy here to New Zealand and doing the engraving ourselves, but we did find that Ottewill's engraver has a massive international experience and has done some incredible global trophies to a really, really high standard. So what Dan did, so that the engraver in the UK had a perfect representation of the original trophies, is that using a special tracing paper, he went over the original engravings line by line. Each fine microscopic little cut in the engraving was carefully traced by Dan in a manner that could be transferred back to the UK, which took him hours and hours, that the engraver over there was then able to follow extremely closely and ensure that the engraving was absolutely perfect. In summary, it's just a staggering piece of work which has had a massive amount of human input, had so much energy and thought and process put together. And when you see the new trophy alongside the original two from 1930, there's no way you can tell that they weren't made at the same time, except that one's all bright and shiny and new by comparison. But the detailing and the quality of work, it's from another time, really. There wouldn't be anybody else in New Zealand that's got the skill set and capacity of Dan to work the genius that he did. It's a perfect replica in every dimension, but it has its own special character and uniqueness by the fact of the new engraving and the fact that it's going to then go on to become a significant part of horticulture in New Zealand, and most particularly for Maori. So it, as Ahuwhenua has said to us, it already has its own life force, and that's directly a result of the massive human input and passion that has been put into it from everybody concerned.